Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing another cosplay makeup look. On today's look we'll be doing Sukuna. He's from Jujutsu Kaisen. I won't be able to pronounce his last name. I'm pretty bad at pronouncing Japanese last names, so everyone knows Sukuna. If you guys hear a dog in the background, it is Jawa. We are pet sitting today, so do enjoy hearing him from time to time. For today's look, I'll be using a few items for today. As you can see, I already did my full face already. I had my makeup done during the day, so if you guys want to get a tutorial on how I did this look, I'll do a video on it another time. But you can do your makeup as however you want. If you just want to do the foundation, do the foundation, contour, blush, just do it all. Okay, before we get started, make sure your hair is out of the way. You're going to need a mirror. That's going to be your best friend the whole session. For today's look, I'll be using the Mehron Makeup's Paradise Makeup AQ 30 Color Pro Palette. And yes, they have so many colors in this palette, but I'll be using the black one for sure. Shades, I'll be using Lashes in the Box number 27. And for the lash glue, I'll be using the Duo Striplash Adhesive. Using a white liner for the outline. For the lips, I'll be using the NYX Peekaboo Neutral. And also the Profusion Hydrating Lipstick in Lychee Glaze. For the graphic liner, I'll be using an angle brush. And now that we got all of our items, let's get started. To be honest, I've probably done this Sukuna look at least 2 or 3 times already. Even probably a 4th time, but not on myself, on someone else. So I'm kind of familiar where each part goes where and how thick it's supposed to look and which part looks thinner. So for my inspo, I'm going based off this image right here. So this is the one we're only going to be doing the face today. Everything else that he has, like his body, we're not doing that today because that's gonna take this video is gonna be longer if I did the body part. If I was doing, let's say, the body art of the character, it definitely will look something like this. So yeah, as you can see, the lining in the wrist, in the shoulders, in the arms, and the body. Yeah, it's gonna take some time, but I will definitely be able to do that on someone else, but not on myself, especially since doing that little circle, I tried it once before. It was pretty hard to do just on myself, but everything else super easy. But this part, it was just the hardest as well. All right, so before I start, I make sure my hair is not in the way. I always put it back. I'll definitely would put pins in my hair or just get my little headband that I always use. But as it's for today, I'm not gonna do it because this is a pretty easy look. So before I start, I don't start with just a black liner or just start with the body paint. Like, no, I don't want to start with any dark products on my face, especially because you just never know. You never know when it may come out perfect one side, but the other side is gonna come out really messed up. That's one thing I don't do. Just how I did in my last video, white liner is your best friend. So I like to have my mirror right here, basically across from me, and then have the image of the look I'm going for right now as well. So I always like to move my face to the side because that's where we're gonna start, especially in the cheek area and below the chin. So I like to start bottom, then going up, and instead of top, going down. I don't know, I'm just weird. But you can start however you like, but how I'm starting from the bottom. Sukuna has 2 little lines right here. It looks like vampire teeth. I like to keep them kind of close, but not too close. I have to smile, because since he smiles, that's how I know if it's in good shape or not. So since I kind of messed up a little bit, the good thing about this is that you can just, it disappears. So it's not that noticeable. But if I were to use black liner, very noticeable. So I have to basically keep these 2 centered. So I have to smile to know where the center is. So if one side's not centered, one side's too close over here or to the others, or it's too wide, it's like I get to know where exactly it is. So you don't have to make them too thick because you're gonna have to basically trace over it with a black liner. So I just like to do the lines. I only did these thick, so I know exactly how thick they have to be. But the other ones, it's gonna follow which parts are thicker, which parts are not. So that's the tricky part. I always try to start with the parts of the look that are much harder first, because I know those will take longer. The ones that are pretty easy, I just do them pretty quick. So this part of the look, it's very, very tricky sometimes because there's some areas that are thicker than the others, but it's good to always know where they're supposed to be. I like to smile while I do this look because it kind of tells me where each line goes through. So halfway through the look, I like to start up by the end point, which is under the eye. This actually helps me know where to pinpoint each corner of the graphic liner. Then I look to see if it's all good. Then I continue finishing the top part of the liner. This part does not need to be right here. A little bit higher, even though it does look in the picture that it's a little bit lower. Don't go right here, because no one's going to be able to see it. If you go a little bit, probably an inch, then it's going to be noticeable. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, now that we got both of them looking somewhat similar, I'm going to start moving my way up. So the next one is the nose. The nose is pretty easy. So for this part, it's pretty simple. You just draw a line across the face so it goes from one end to the other. You can make it as thick as possible so you know where to add the black liner. You can make it as thick as possible, but you gotta make sure that the ends are looking pretty sharp, like if you're adding a wing liner. And then for the forehead part, that one's pretty easy. How I started is I actually start with the little dot that he has here in the middle and then start building the other designs. So how I started, I'm going to start with the circle. Once you have your circle done, you can start by adding the line of the design that's in the middle. It does take a little patience and a lot of practice because there's some lines that are pretty thin and some lines that are pretty thick as well. And then there you go. Your template is complete, but not yet. Your makeup's not done yet. So this is the moment that I've been waiting for, is when we add the black. Because I'm only using one of the black colors. And since it is water-based, I have to spray water on it first. So I like to use an angle brush because I'm gonna also be making thick lines. So most of you, I know you're probably used to the liner brush, but for me, since I've done makeup for almost 6 years, I've got to learn how to use other brushes. Like for example, this one's for eyebrows. I got to play with it a few times, and it's kind of like when you're painting a portrait. Just use a different brush and it does the same thing, but better. I'm using my hand to put the excess because we don't want to put too much. So what I like to start, of course, the top part this time, so it can dry faster and I can work my way down. Because if I start here, I'm actually gonna accidentally touch my face, because that happens sometimes, and I don't want it to mess up since it's drying. So I'm gonna start from the top part. So you gotta make sure that when you're going over your outline, to make sure you get all of the white colors, so none of the white liner is showing. For me, I know you can see still some parts of the white liner, but I'm actually gonna go back and go over it. Right, and this is the final look, how we feeling it. You can actually wear anything you want, especially with this look. And since Sukuna basically comes out whatever Eugene wears. But normally I like to be more casual, wearing a black dress or the official Jujutsu high uniform, but for me, I dress, especially for female gender bend Sukuna, this is the thing I like to wear, and wig. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like this look. I'll definitely be doing this look again on someone else so you can see the difference as how long it will take as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll definitely work on it. I do have a long list as well. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see more of my weird cosplay looks or anything beauty. So hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.